the impact site. My name is Captain Almar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I woke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate that this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can only function for 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no! Better not think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Hello everyone, my name's yazellbird, and this is my first Let's Play. And this is Pikmin, if you couldn't already tell. But hey, you may have never played this before. In that case, I welcome you to this. Oh, what's this? Hello. Oh shit. Quite a large contraption we have here. And it dropped something. A strange thing has appeared before me. Fuck me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it was waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. And the onion dropped a seed of some kind. There we go. Look, it's glowing. Heh. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has produced an adorable little sprout. The sprout emits a strange light and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled and I must approach it and press A. Well, let's do so then. Yeah. Oh. Hello there. You're adorable, aren't you? Extraordinary! When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try and grab it and throw it with A, and I'll call it back to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and X as well. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. L to rotate camera, R and Z to change the angle. I must survive. I'm gonna need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings. Well, let's just do that. As he said, you can throw the Pikmin with A, call it back to your side with B. You can use the C stick on your game controller, which is what I'm using, to swarm it. If you're playing the Wii version, it would be the D-pad. And, hey, look, a flower. Let's throw it on it. Let's throw it on the pellet again, so we can carry it back, because they don't do it automatically for some reason. Look how intrigued Almar is. This is like, damn, these things are cool. I don't have anything like this on Hockatate. Astonishing! The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet, the Pikmin harvested after cutting it down. A flower appears to be some kind of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. Okay. In the meantime, we'll kill more flowers. And completely miss the flower entirely. Get the pellet. Good Pikmin. Now while you do that, I'll pick more Pikmin. And not throw them. Anyway, oh right, I didn't explain camera angles. I'm using the R stick right now to zoom in and zoom out. L to make it go in your direction. Like basically your own viewpoint. Good little Pikmin. Didn't even have to ask. Anyway, sorry this episode is a bit boring. This is all tutorial stuff and it does take a little bit of time since you have to learn everything. But, you know, we'll get through it. We'll get through it. I hope that after this you guys will still watch me and hopefully enjoy it. Come on. There we go. There we go. I thought I didn't have enough for a second. I'm like, I thought I had 5 with me. Now, these Pikmin do travel a bit slowly for the time being. That's because they have little leaves on their head. It means they're basically babies. And while they're babies, they're slow and have weak attacks. But when you find nectar, which is, I guess you can call it food for them, they start to go through different stages of life. And they'll get buds and then flowers on their head. There's another way to do this by just leaving the Pikmin in the ground, but that takes a bit of time, and yeah, we just don't have the time for that. Maybe on another day, maybe not. Who knows? I'm just a wild and crazy guy. You never know what I'm gonna do. Alright. Hey look! Cardboard! Let's push it. God, they're strong, aren't they? Look at them go. They're like my little slaves. Go, slaves, go! The Pikmin are curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of the Pikmin conduct. Approach and press A to pick sprouts, press A to grab Pikmin and release to throw, press B to call them, X to dismiss, and use C to command them, and control the L, R, and Z control perspective. I shall record all of this in my computer, and press Y to access the computer. Not much to see on the computer right now, but I'll show you guys anyway. See, it just basically shows you how many Pikmin you have with you, and how many Pikmin are in the onion, and how many Pikmin are running around free. This is all your controls. And later on we'll actually get a map, so we can see what we're doing. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this earlier. Oh, wrong button. X dismisses your Pikmin, so they don't have to follow you everywhere. But you know what? I kind of like when they follow me, so we're just going to keep them like this for now. Oh. Didn't even see this here. What are you doing, sir? Get off me. That Pikmin's like all up on me like, hey, I like your oxygen life support system. Amazing, there's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? I don't know, Almar. Why are you asking me? Alright. Come on. Don't know why I was having so much trouble with that. Oh, I guess I should explain the stuff on the bottom screen. That's enough, right? There. Not carry it. And, can't remember. I have such a bad memory. C-stick is to swarm the Pikmin. See how they're bending to my will? Making them dance around me like I am their god. That's a C-stick. Oh wait, no, I did explain the C-stick. Huh. Well, so much for that. Anyway, another thing you can do is down here, where I'm trying to point with my pointer, but you just see Olimar moving, I'm sure. Over here is Olimar's health. Next one over is what Pikmin is right behind you that you can throw. These are the Pikmin that are currently with you. These are the Pikmin that are currently out on the field. And that right there is currently all Pikmin that are living. I don't know any better way to point it out by other throwing Pikmin at it. But heh, we'll make do. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I am no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try and get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with bright color. At other times, they revert back to their paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between the Pikmin. yes, as Olimar said, you can repeatedly tap A to just automatically pick all the Pikmin instead of having to go around to each individual one. This is obviously much easier and much less time consuming. And, you know, that's always great in a game. So now that we have a lot of Pikmin, let's see if we can't have them help us out with this engine right here. Because heck, let's face it, I'm a captain, not a bodybuilder. Go, my children, go. You know, since this is the first day and not too much going on, I think I'm gonna skip them going back to the ship. I prefer not to skip with this, since it is a real-time strategy game. But, only in the first few days I think I'm gonna do it, so be right back. And we're back. The Pikmin are almost to my ship now. And oh my god! Look at all the cute little Pikmin dance and stretch their bodies in an odd manner. And oh my god, that one's rocking out. Shit, man. They really get into it. And Olimar did like the same move. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. I cannot talk tonight. Oh, speaking of night. This is the ending scene that you get to see at the end of every day. Normally there is a timer at the beginning, like at the top of the screen. And each day lasts for about 13 minutes. And, like, once the day's over, you see this cinematic. Quite, theatrical in a way, wouldn't you say? Day 1's impact. I've somehow managed to launch the dolphin, but I was surprised to see the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hakatate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How could I repair my dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below, as it holds the keys to my survival. I name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. And this is basically what we could see after a little log from Olimar at the end of each day. It tells us how many Pikmin we sprouted, with the line graph there and with the numbers below. It shows how many we lost in battle and how many we left behind, which will be possible tomorrow. I think you can leave Pikmin behind on the first day, but you kind of need 20 Pikmin to carry back the ship hard anyway, so it's kind of hard. But you'll be getting into battles and stuff on the next day and on the next episode. So yeah, till then. Gonna save. 'Cause saving is good. Unless you lose your audio and have to record the part again, but heck, who does that? Anyway, this is the main screen. You can fly around like so with your ship and go all wild and crazy and such. Anyway, Forest of Hope. We explore it in the next part. Hope to see you guys there.